Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Andy from wholesale-help.com and welcome to the very first video of 2014. I hope you had a great Christmas and a thoroughly enjoyable new year. I know I certainly did, and I'm back now and raring to go. I've got a great selection of videos coming up for you this year. Some very cool interviews, instructional guides, and I'm really looking forward to helping you with your online business this year. Okay, in today's video we're going to be reviewing the online research and analytical tool called Terapeak. Welcome along. Alrighty then, let's get started. I've been wanting to do this video for some time as Terapeak is probably the #1 tool I use on a regular basis. It has helped me research new businesses, find new products for my established businesses, and also refine the titles and research keywords for my current established eBay businesses. It really is a jack of all trades, this tool. Right from the outset, I'm going to tell you, if you're thinking about selling online or you are selling online, you need to have this tool in your life. It will make a big difference and it will put money in your pocket. So today we're going to do a review of what it is, what it does. As you can see on the screen, you can get yourself a free 7-day trial if you'd like to have a look and have a go yourself. The link is in the comments box below. It is a paid subscription for this website. It will cost you around about $30, which off the top of my head is about £16 for those of you in the UK, which is not a small amount, but it's not a massive amount for the actual value that you get out of it. Essentially, if you're using this product and you're not making what you're spending in the subscription, then you're doing something wrong, quite frankly. It is so powerful. I have built a totally new business purely using the data from this tool. When I first started researching my latest business, I thought I knew about men's clothes, as I do have an online shop selling brand new designer clothes. And I thought I was fairly knowledgeable about that niche, but using Terapeak, I found so many new brands that I had never heard of that are massively popular. I probably trebled the number of brands that I was selling using Terapeak. And you can apply this to any market that's out there. So let's have a quick look. If you follow the link in the comments box, it will take you to this page. It's got a nice picture of a mobile phone. If you sign up to the subscription, you will get access to the app as part of it, so you can take it out in the field with you. If you're into thrifting and you want to research specific products that you find, you have every single piece of data you need in the palm of your hand. I should have said this right from the start, but I forgot, but never mind. Terapeak is the only company to have direct access to the eBay market research data. So the back-end data that eBay uses, this is the only place where you can get full access to it. This essentially is a massive data crunching machine. You put in a few variables and it will spew out actual facts about what is going on eBay. Okay, so if you follow the link in the description box below, you'll get to this web page and it says try Terapeak for free. So if you click on that, it will take you to this here page. Now, you have a few options. If you're in the US, then you'll be set to use ebay.com. But if you're in the UK or any other of these countries, you'll want to select your own country before you click on the try now button, or else you'll be mining data from the wrong eBay. So you can do it from Australia, Canada, Deutschland, France, Italia, and eBay Motors, interestingly. I've not noticed that before. You can also select to get billed annually. If you've got a bit of money kicking around, you'll save yourself over 50% by getting it done for a year, which is well worth doing. If you prefer to be monthly, then you can hit this one. Then it'll ask you to put in your details and you can crack on. I've got an account, so I will log in and we'll see what it looks like on the inside. Alrighty then. This is the inside of the Terapeak website. Obviously, I have to be a little bit careful about what I show you in here. It is a paid subscription website and Terapeak may well shoot me if I show you too much, but I'll give you the highlights. As you can see, there's a little notification down here saying Terapeak now have analytics for Amazon, which is crazy cool. I sell on Amazon using their FBA program, Fulfillment by Amazon, and let me tell you, there is plenty money in that. This is a new feature and I haven't yet taken some time to look into it, but I bet you it's going to be awesome. And when I do get a chance to have a look, of course I'll do a video and show you all about it. But that's for another time. Let's have a look at the eBay side of this. As you can see on the top menu bar, we've got product research, competitor research, category research, hot research, my research, and title builder. As you can see, you can put in your current eBay titles here. Underneath that it says this site researches 55 million auction titles worldwide to help you build a more profitable eBay title. Enter some keywords and press go to retrieve suggestions on more keywords to add to your title that will improve the performance of your listing. Using real facts and real data, you can improve your titles and optimize your auction listings using this section here. I will not go any further, but if you click onto the free trial, you can have a go yourself. The My Research tab keeps track of the sellers you want to keep an eye on and will give you the latest data, and you can also export it to CSV or Excel format. You can also set it to email you a summary report once a week and tell you what's going on with that particular seller or those particular keywords. So you can monitor your niche and your sellers to see exactly what's going on with them. So if there's new trends coming on, new products coming on, then you'll be able to spot those changes in real time. Okay, in the hot research tab, this is a similar thing to what the eBay polls page used to be, but a much more refined version of it. In this section, you can examine hot categories, hot media, rank for the current month and for the previous month, popular keyword searches, best-selling products, and best-selling titles. Okay, the next tab, you've got category research. This is crazy cool. I probably shouldn't be showing you this. As you can see, you've got total sales marked and color-coded red all the way through to grey, as in there's not many sales going on in that category. So you can really hone in on the hot category. So before you get started, you can make sure you sell in a popular category. Then you can make sure you're looking for popular keywords, which means when you do eventually dial into a niche market and a set of products, you know it's in a popular category, it's a popular keyword and a popular product. And then if you can then find something which isn't oversaturated with competition, you already know by actual fact and data that you're going to do well with it. Now, how much better is that than using hopes and dreams? I'm telling you, it's a lot better. The next tab along is competitor research. This is very cool. I've made a lot of money using this function. You find people selling the same sort of stuff as you, plumb in their details in here, and you can see what they're selling. Because the whole point of not knowing something is you don't know it. So finding out what you don't know is by its very nature very difficult. So if you put in your sellers, if you're going to have a look around eBay for the type of things you are selling, then find the top sellers, the sellers with a massive feedback, the seller selling loads of stuff, make a note of their usernames and plumb them in here. Your eyes will be opened. It will tell you how much they're making, how much they're selling, what their hot selling products are, which day of the week they're selling the most, which time of the day they're selling the most. They will tell you their inside leg measurements of your competition. They won't do that, I'm lying, but you get the idea. Once you can find out what your competitors are selling, you say, I've not heard of that product before. He's selling a lot of them. Let me go and have a look at that product. So you go and have a look at that product and you go, oh my word, that's a very popular selling product. And him and two other guys are the only people selling it. Let me go and see if I can source this product and I too can make lots and lots of money. That's how it works. I've done it and I've made lots of money using these tools. And last but very much not least, this is the main part of this whole thing, the product research box. If you use the app for iPhone or for Android phones, you will see this big search box here. You can set whether you want it to search in the last 7 days, 14 days, 35, 45, 60 and 90 days, and it will tell you what's been going on for that product in that amount of time. I'm not sure if I should be doing this either, but I want to give you a very quick example. I'll use Star Wars Lego as a keyword example because this is what Terapeak use in their own video demonstration of the product. So hopefully I won't get into too much trouble by showing you. Ultimately, it's not fair for you to gain too much information out of this video. when you should be actually trying it out yourself. And you can do with the 7-day free trial, don't forget. The link is in the comments box below this video. So we have a load of stuff here. It goes on below what you can see as well. Let me just quickly scroll down. Other stuff here, more stuff, more stuff, more stuff. Loads more stuff. Right. So it will take a little while to get your eyes adjusted to what's going on here. I'll be doing an advanced user guide for Terapeak if you are interested in the near future. This is just more of a review to give you an idea how powerful this tool is. In the future, I'll be doing an advanced guide to show you just how to get the most out of this product. And so if you want to go ahead and use it, I will teach you how to really get stuck into the power of it and to make it really work for you. And that's coming up in the very near future. But to give you an overview of this page, you have some data metrics, average price per item, average shipping, start price, how many listings, and then the percentage sell-through rate. So this is a percentage based on how many listings are out there, how many are selling. So 63% basically saying out of all the items listed, more than half of them are selling. It does depend on the market, but 63.5% is a pretty good value. Once you start doing a few searches in your market or give a niche, you'll start to get a feel for what's good and what's not good. On here it shows you the days of the week, and it's very obvious that Sunday is the most popular time to buy these products. So if you are building your business, you already know that if you're selling this particular item, that you want to be listing them to end on Sundays. This is real-time data. This is an actual fact that you know you need to make your items finish on Sunday. Normally Thursday is a very good time to have your listings finished, but it actually shows you it's lower than average for this particular item. So here again, you've got very, very useful information. On here it's time of day, so between 8 and 10 is the peak. It may be for a certain item, it may be a completely different place, so you have to be aware of these things. Anyway, there's a lot more to go into here. We can change things. We can actually go into the listings for the given item that you selected and actually look at the actual items. You can use graphical views, the top sellers who sell in this item. You are researching. This is crazy actually. So you can actually put in your market niche keywords here first, find the top sellers by clicking here, so that they will tell you who the top sellers are, and then you can then go over to the competitor research and plumb them in and find out exactly what they're selling. That is very cool indeed. You can also pin a specific search. If you've got a search you want to keep an eye on and do on a regular basis, you can pin it, and then it will track that in the My Research area. That will track that and give you a report on a weekly basis. If you want to email to you, it will keep you posted on each week what's happening with that particular niche or product. So that's it for now. I don't want to keep you too long. That is an overview of Terapeak. Hopefully you'll be able to understand just how powerful this is and why I use this on a regular basis and why it makes me a lot of money. The trick is not to be complacent in this business. eBay is a very competitive marketplace, but there's a lot of money to be made, and using this tool you can find those angles, find your edge, find your margin, find those products. So when you go and make your investment, you're doing it based on fact and on solid data rather than on guesswork. If you're starting from scratch, this is essential. Building your business using factual market research is the only way to do it. If you pick an area and an item based on what you think or hope will sell, you're leaving an awful lot open to chance. Once again, the link to the 7-day free trial is in the comments box below. If you found this video useful, please do me a favor and hit the thumbs up button. I really appreciate it. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, you can do that by clicking the subscribe button, which is currently below at the moment, I think. If you've got any questions, comments or concerns, you can hit me up in the comments box below. I'll be happy to chat to you about anything to do with Terapeak, eBay, keyword research, or anything in general. Hit me up and I always reply. Thank you once again for watching. My name's Andy Lawrence, and I will catch you on the very next video.